Yo,
Happy Telecast Tuesday, no matter where you are in the world. How you doing?
doing all right?
We're here in Glendale, California, right on the border of Burbank, right next to your favorite local shopping center, IKEA, where you can get meatballs, furniture, housewares, sheets, forks, knives, spoons.
Vegan too.
There's vegan options. I'm not vegan, but I'm not against vegan food. I'm about to taste some next week.
And vegan furniture.
Vegan furniture. You heard it here first.
Yep.
How's everybody out there doing? If you are in the chat, drop a W. Say anything in the chat. Let us know. I don't know about you, but it's been a week for me, and it's only Tuesday. It's been a week since I think we've seen you last. So
Yeah, I feel like I've been pretty bad at my sleep schedule recently, but still waking up still, I guess, at least.
what time do you like to go to bed?
About 1.
Right about 1 a.m.
Or what about 1?
or 1 p.m. or both.
Just 1.
Depends on the day. Anyone.
Anyone.
Chat, what time do you go to bed? I love to be in bed at 9:30 p.m., but I am rarely in bed at 9:30 p.m.
Yeah. No, today was pretty brutal. Yesterday I was just doing a lot of crunching numbers for my own things, and that took a lot more time than I thought. So that was a night and a half. But otherwise,
Bro is literally generating hashes.
yep.
You are generating cryptocurrency.
I'm manually
Manually.
mining, calculating the hashes. Yep.
Children crave the mines.
Gotta do what you gotta do. Economy's whack right now. You gotta mine it yourself.
Well, Corey, if that's Corey Hour, and I bet it is, and if we have any fans of anime, I know we've got a few around me. I know nothing about anime except Studio Ghibli. Actually, I know a few things, but I'm not an expert. But Guyver. Are you a Guyver fan?
Guyver.
Not MacGyver. That's more my generation.
I'm not super familiar.
Well, chat,
Guyver.
Can you explain Guyver? Brendan, can you explain Guyver?
Our stream operator Brendan, shout out. He's
Big-
more of a. I'm gonna hand the mic to him. I'm gonna let him speak.
We're going to hear
Give him
the
a voice.
dulcet tones of Brendan talking about anime. So, Brendan, explain Guyver to us
Hi,
in
guys.
a few sentences.
Yeah, so Guyver is basically a mechanized suit. So like Iron Man, but it's a bio suit.
So it's not a giant mech. It's just a standard biosuit, like
Yeah.
standard human size.
It's like Iron Man.
And it's
but
not. It's not nanoscale. What's the one about the little nano people that are traveling in space?
in space? Nano people in space?
Do you know that one?
No.
Chat, help me out. Do you know the anime? It's a series. It's about little people in space, but they're like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about here. Guyver Genesis. It's a live-action fan film from Corey Hour. Check it out on Kickstarter now. Fund that. You want to. They're going to be using some custom Atlas Mercury lenses on Guyver Genesis. And Corey is really a great dude. So check out his work. Also, a couple other really cool Atlas friends and associates are going to be involved. Nick Markhart, I know you're going to be involved. Jackie Ho, I believe you're going to be involved. Chat, if you want to get involved and support Corey with Guyver Genesis, drop a W. But the vibes are immaculate here on a Tuesday. And, I just want to give a quick shout out to Devontae, keeping us company. Want to give a big shout out to Brendan for getting our technical production up and running. Big shout out Hajun for setting up our camera today. Sid is in the boiler room, grinding away, prepping all the things that you're going to need for next week's big Wednesday and Thursday experience. It's not a regular Wednesday. It's a very special Wednesday, and Thursday. We are doing a mini educational workshop with free food, free educational experience, hands-on with the new PYXBOOM Spark, which can do 4K at 1,000 frames a second with high dynamic range, in RAW, global shutter. We've got Drew Lauer. Hopefully we have Jim Godoldik. Hopefully we have Dave Stump ASC. We got Tilta. We got Nanlux. I think we're also going to have lights from Aputure. We've got Motorized Precision. Hopefully we have the folks from Onyx. Do we have any moped riders in the audience? I'm a big moped aficionado, and especially the Onyx.
Apparently I might start getting into it as well, so we'll see.
Peer pressure. Come on, dude. There are different strains of moped.
If you become an assistant to a moped rider, you kind of have to become one too, apparently. So,
that's what the legend says.
Yeah, that's what the legend allegedly.
Allegedly. Allegedly. Well, we're really excited about next Wednesday, and big shout out to Mr. Charlie's, who is operating the food. So Mr. Charlie's is really exciting. Check them out. Just go to @Mr. Charlie's on Instagram or Google that. You are going to want to try it. I am a big Tots person. I don't know how about you, but how do you feel about Tots, Brendan?
Give us a voice.
Got some in your cargo pants pockets right now, right?
Wait, what was it?
How do you feel about Tots?
Tots?
Yeah.
Tots?
Tots, like tater tots.
Tater tots? Oh, I love tater tots. Yeah.
We knew it.
Devontae, do you have an opinion about tater? I'm going to do like a on-the-street interview.
Chat, what do we think about Tots? Like, give us a thumbs up, thumbs down. Are you a Tots person or are you a French fries person?
About your tater tots?
I mean, I'll take both, honestly.
Hello, everyone.
If you have Tots and fries, just give them all. Give me all the potatoes.
Hello.
And the salt.
This is the world first premiere of Devontae's voice.
Yeah, it's Tuesday.
How you doing, Devontae?
You know, we're just vibing.
Swell.
We're set up in ATLASSCOPE right now.
I don't think Dan knows.
So if you're not familiar with ATLASSCOPE 90, what we did is turn the camera body vertically. We've got a Blackmagic PYXIS 6K. We got the tilted cage on that bad boy. We turned it vertically. We've got an Atlas Mercury 27 millimeter in standard orientation. So that's taking that 3x2 sensor and then turning it into a 1x1 imaging area. So you have the 3x2, it's turned sideways, it becomes 2x3 aspect ratio. And then with the 1.5 squeeze of the Mercury, you get a perfect 1x1. So you're seeing us 1-to-1. 1-to-1 ratio.
Yep.
3 is the magic number, so why don't you get in here?
This is the magic.
And let us know.
Magic social media ratio right here.
It does so much more than social media.
But,
I mean, it's just a new compositional opportunity that's also old. You know, the square. What is different than a circle besides a triangle? Square.
I wonder if the sphere uses like a master 1x1 aspect ratio. So if we put this is our goal now. We're gonna have to have the streamed onto the sphere directly.
Bring the cube to this. Bring the cube to the sphere.
They have a cool thing where like the actual horizon line in the master deliverable is like actually in the bottom because like everything else is like surrounding. But anyway.
Do you think that they have a LUT that's like a master color correction LUT called sphere.cube?
It gotta be dot
colorist.
Sphere. I think it's.
Am I right?
I feel like it's gotta be dot sphere. There's no
cube,
way.
Sphere.cube, not sphere.sphere.
Sphere.sphere. I think. I feel like they definitely have their own extension. I think. But
chat, we are just yapping, but I love it. Like, you know, that's. Did you know that last week, I believe all of the planets were aligned in the night sky, so you could see every planet at the same time if you had the right telescope or the right perspective, but most of them were directly visible with the naked eye.
I heard about that.
So, I mean, if you think we're in a weird time, I feel like we're in a weird time.
We're definitely in a weird booming time.
And we do have a great question from the audience, which is, what is PYXBOOM? Well, just go to @PYXBOOM on Instagram. It's slow motion. It's a new camera company. They have a global shutter sensor. It's Super 35 format. It's a tall sensor, so it's good for anamorphic lenses like ours. Or if you want to shoot with a spherical lens and have like a near 1x1 ratio without using anamorphic goodness, you also can do that.
4K, 1000, 2K,
1800.
1800. Sorry, I thought it was 1600. 1800 FPS. Kind of crazy. Crazy numbers we'll see how it goes.
So Sourcey Rock says, any news about Orions? Yes, what would you like to know? They're available. We got them in the building. Come through on a Wednesday. We'll let you try them all. We've got 12 focal lengths in the Orion series family. 18 millimeter, the world's widest shipping anamorphic lens. 21 millimeter, used on movies like Anora. We got the 25 millimeter. We got the 28 millimeter, which we actually have a rap song about. DM us if you want to hear the 28 millimeter song. It is a banger. We got the 32 Orion. We got the 40, 50, 65, 80, 100, 135, and 200 Orion. And then we have a whole silver edition set, which have totally different but unique characteristics. Special flares, special colors. We can make custom lenses for you. So if you want a custom Orion, hit us up. We can do that. We've done it for some grades before.
Here's a live pitch. Diagonal flares.
Diagonal flares, they exist. Like typically diagonal flares come in with a lens like a Panavision C series or Auto Panatar, anything that uses an Auto Panatar style focus system. You will get some, I like to call them atomic flares. Also like the early first gen Tadeo lenses.
Okay.
My favorite actually, the Anamorphic Tadeo are pretty sick. And those have like what I call the atomic flare because they're from the atomic age, but you get those diagonal flares where the little astigmatizer lenses are catching some flare and they create like a little butterfly wing or like a little atom. So you can see the path of the atom. Pretty fun stuff.
Yeah.
And then
I
let's
guess
see.
They took my idea first. Whatever.
Sourcey Rock. Let me know if I'm saying that wrong too. They are asking, are we shooting on open gate? We are shooting on the PYXIS 6K in open gate, which has a 3:2 aspect ratio mode. And we have an open source format that we call ATLASSCOPE 90. So with ATLASSCOPE 90, you take any camera, you turn it 90 degrees so the sensor is vertical, tall. If you have something like a Red Komodo, which has a 17:9 recording area, you end up with a 9:17. And then if you're using an anamorphic lens like the Orion with a 2x squeeze, that de-squeezes to become a 17:18 aspect ratio. So it's normally 9:17, then it becomes 18:17. And so you have a square. You could either deliver a vertical extraction, a horizontal extraction, or the full open gate recording. And you get all that anamorphic goodness, all the vertical oval bokeh, all the horizontal streak flares. Some people call it vertiscope, which I think is an abomination, but chat, it's something that we believe in. We've been working on it for a while. We open sourced it to the community. So hopefully you get to try it out. Corey Ross backwards. Corey Cross. Wow.
Gotcha. But for
I need a mirror to read that.
For our case, we're doing the 3:2 sideways, which just turns into a 2:3, open gate mode again, 2:3, de-squeezed by 1.5, so dividing our multiplying the 2 by 1.5, so 3:3, which is basically 1 by 1. So perfect square ratio for anyone, everyone, including you.
Amicia says, tested the Mercury with open gate on Alexa 35. Kind of looked like 1:1. Is it? If you turn the camera vertical and you're using a Mercury, yes, because you do have a 3:2 open gate recording aspect on the Alexa 35. So absolutely, that is exactly what you got, a 1:1 aspect ratio. And you can confirm that with the pixel count. If you open up something like DaVinci Resolve, I'm a Resolve person. Shout out DaVinci. Love DaVinci. I've been using
the inventor himself. Shout out.
Also, shout out to Leonardo, Michelangelo, Raphael, Donatello, all the great artists from that time period. And from Italy. Big shout out to Italy.
And big shout out to Justin, who's currently in Italy too.
Shout out to Justin.
Yeah.
Much love for all my Italian amici. So,
Anyway.
we're just vibing here, but, hopefully you like the look of this ATLASSCOPE configuration. I mean, we could show you what close focus looks like and do the classic Hodgian shot.
The 27.
Go ahead and get right up in there. Yep. There's our guy.
Yup. Let's get up and personal. What's up? Share me
Chat,
all
what's
your-
happening with you out there
share-
in the world?
Share your secrets right now.
What is popping? What are you all excited about for next week? I am excited for the weekend, and I'm also excited for the slow motion cinematography workshop that we're putting on here in Hollywood, California. We're also doing Wednesday Lens Day tomorrow, which we do every Wednesday, always here in Glendale at our factory headquarters right here where Hajin and I are chilling in the demo space. Corey asks, have we ever used Lightbridge? I think the Lightbridge is dope. Have you used it?
I'm not familiar with the Lightbridge.
Lightbridge is like a reflector system, unless it's a different
Oh.
Lightbridge, but I think those are really sick reflectors. I love lighting. We should be using a Lightbridge right here. Like, we got a little skylight.
We do.
We have not done any real lighting today because we have a lot of other projects that we're working on to try to get ready for next week and for tomorrow. But we just wanted to check in with you, see how you're doing, see what's happening with you out there, and how we can support the world of cinematography in your hands if you have questions, concerns. You know, I've been feeling kind of bummed. I think it's been a little bit of a dark time, but from the darkness shall come light eventually.
It's true. You can't have a rainbow without a little bit of rain. You know what I'm saying? Shout out XQC.
I don't know what that means, but I'll roll with
is a
it.
streamer. He kind of like yaps, but randomly he has like little moments like, you can't have a rainbow without a little bit of rain. And I'm like, facts, dude. Heck yeah.
I'm learning.
I used to be a fan. I'm not anymore nowadays, but that was one of the few.
Now
things
you're
I learned.
streaming.
Now I'm streaming. That's crazy. The world of how the turntables turned.
Amseus says, or Amesius, I'm not sure. Just reading from the chat here. Email us about the 27 for more information. Yes, we're on that. And thank you for using the 36, 42, and 72 and being an Atlas person. Appreciate you. 2x anamorphic zoom. You know it. We're working on it. That's why we got to get off the stream soon and get back to cooking.
Yep.
But can you all hear the music out there? I mean, we are being... Feel that vibe. Dan and Dan, what would be your zoom?
My
For
zoom for
A
a
2x anamorphic. What would your dream 2x anamorphic zoom be?
10 to 1000.
Solid. That would
Unfortunately,
be a
physically impossible.
100x zoom ratio. Okay. Okay.
No, I don't know. I mean, if we're thinking about primes, I really loved using the 24 to 70 when Canon let me borrow their camera. That was a pretty solid zoom range. And then there's also like my personal favorite when I first got my first cinema camera, the Pocket 6K. I got the 10 to 18. Yeah, the 10 to 18 Canon EF. That was such a funny lens.
That's a really interesting one. I mean, that kind of fits like... Have you tried that on your film camera?
Not on the film camera. No.
Yo, dude, I think we got to try that. That's in EF
it,
now, right?
It won't let
There's
me because it's the
EFS?
EFS, yeah.
Oh,
But
sounds like it's modding
physically-
time.
Yeah, I gotta mod it. Yeah.
Let's get the saw out and chop that bad boy.
But I do have the 15 to 30 from Tamron.
Ooh.
So that one's a fun one too.
That is a cool lens.
15
So,
in full frame.
to your point about 24 to 70, that is like really a great lens. And I think one way to think about it is if we think about the horizontal aspect ratio of a 2x anamorphic lens, like the horizontal field of view, 24 to 70 would effectively be like 48 to 140 if we think about it sort of inverse terms. So like 24, you know, if you have a 50 or a 48 for your primary focal length, the 2x horizontally, you're going to get about a 25, 24. So might be a solid first go-to, something like a 50 to 150 in that realm.
Perhaps. I think Corey is data mining.
Somebody wants to know from Corey, did you start with the live action movie or the anime as a fan? That is a very good question.
I'm so down to talk about this.
Have you seen the live action Guyver?
No.
Have you seen the anime?
I meant in general of like the live action versus anime. For example, One Piece. Dude, I have not watched anime. I have not watched the anime version, but the live action.
Watched the live action.
The live action show is actually kind of sick, and
bonkers.
According to my friends who are One Piece fans, they thought it was pretty good too. So, hey, controversial maybe. I don't know.
One of my
I'm
favorite
also not watching
anime.
1,000 episodes. Sorry.
Being sort of an outsider, like, don't make fun of me, guys. I'm not an anime head, but I have a Fooly Cooley DVD that someone got me. That's pretty sick. That's some wild stuff. I don't know if anybody else has seen Fooly Cooley.
I do know about that anime.
That's a wild one.
I do know about that one. That the style and that, like, I don't know how to explain, like, that the expressive design of like the line art and stuff. It's just definitely something else. I agree.
Neat, inspirational.
Mm-hmm.
Someone says, wasn't Atlas created from a GoFundMe? No.
Mm-mm.
Are things made in other countries or just U.S.? What was the startup cost?
We're legit.
Love the lenses you guys make and appreciate you guys doing these live vibes. Thanks for tuning in and joining us.
We ain't no
So,
Kickstarter.
We didn't Kickstarter or GoFundMe, but we did start by building a prototype. And so if you go back, you'll see that we only had one focal length, but we built 3 of that same focal length. That was the 65. And so Forrest and I were out hustling those 65 prototypes around NAB 2017. That's when we dropped that first and showed it. And we literally took them everywhere, showed them to everybody, and said, hey, if you like what you see, put in a deposit. We'll get you a great deal on a set of 3 lenses. That was our original A set. So we actually defined the term A set, which I see other people copying all the time. The notion of A set and B set, that's an Atlas original concept. But yeah, the startup cost, blood. How much blood you got? It was blood, sweat, and tears. I mean, and cash, hard cash. But way more than you would think. So takes a lot.
Prototyping in general. Are you comfortable talking about your journey with Paralinks and that potentially?
Oh yeah, so like before starting this company, I built another small company called Paralinks, making HD video transmitters for the film industry. And we used a chip technology called Amimon, which, you know, that's an interesting story altogether. These guys developed these chips to do 0 latency wireless HD video transmission, but not for the motion picture industry. It was primarily, as many high technology things, started as a defense company. And then they're like, hey, maybe we can make consumer technology and like put this in TVs and commoditize it, or put it in like a PlayStation or a Blu-ray player, and then you don't have to have wires going to your TV in the living room. And so I'd approached these guys at Amimon and I was like, hey, we should take this chip concept that you have in this consumer technology and then make a professional version that we can use in the film industry. And they're like, kid, how many do you think you could sell? I said, you're never going to believe it. I think we could sell at least 2,000 units of this a year. And they're like, that's the dumbest thing we've ever heard. Like, that wouldn't compare to what we're doing. We try to sell 40,000 chips a month here. And I was like, well, the difference is you're selling those chips for like $4, and I want to sell them in a system that's like $1,000, which would be very inexpensive for our industry.
Crazy price
And
for our industry, yeah.
they were like, nah, dude, no, just no. But I was very persistent, and then eventually I put together the right team. We got the chips, we integrated them in the boards, we made the first Paralinks Aero, and I see LJC Del Futuro says, I love my Paralinks Aero Plus. Thank you for being a Paralinks user. We've got one here in the Atlas Museum, and yeah, that was kind of my business school. So that's what taught me how to build a business from the garage into a real functional industrial system and a great team of people. And it's been a wild ride. But after selling that company, it was acquired and became part of the conglomerate that also owns Teradek. And they kind of folded it in. And I said, hey, time for me to move on, do something different. And I looked at a lot of things. I was really interested in robotics, which I've been interested in my whole life. But I've always been super fascinated with lenses. And so Forrest and I built this company from the ground up on dreams and hard work. And, one of our early team members was Scott DeWald, just an absolute great human being.
Shout out.
Brilliant guy. Hope to see him again here soon in LA. And it's been a wild ride. But we also got a question. How do you guys feel and think about AI in the video space?
AI is awesome. We should all use it at the same
At the same time?
at the same time. If we use it all at the same time, we can overload the servers. No. No, but I don't know. I definitely.
It's funny because I think people are so many people are so bullish on the concept. People who are the people writing checks, right? Like the business people. And I just see it as like another tool in the toolkit. And just because there's like a new version of DaVinci or like, a new camera or even a new lens, it's not going to like change the entire film industry. But I think there's a lot of concern because AI, theoretically, very hypothetically speaking, obviates the need for all of that. And in some cases, much of it is built on blatant piracy. I mean, we'll just call it what it is. It's piracy. But I'm not someone who can sit here and tell you from a moral high ground, I've never pirated a tape or an album, or I can't sit here and say oh, I'm so moral, I've never pirated anything. Of course, we're all pirating things. What is IP? That's an important question. Not one I'm necessarily prepared to completely unpack here today on the stream, but one of the most fascinating things, and this is not going to come to any kind of real conclusion today, but one of the fascinating things I've observed about it is that people want to say, oh, I'm so original. I'm the most original filmmaker. All of my ideas are original. But did you just wake up one day and all of a sudden you were a filmmaker? Or did you watch a ton of films, read a ton of books, have a ton of life experiences, meeting people, learning things from them? And those things taught you, formed your worldview, and then from that worldview you created something new, you synthesized something new. And I think that's the thing that's scary about AI, is that in a way it holds a mirror up to who we really are as people. So either we're really good people, we're really bad people, or a mix of good and bad. I think all of us have great qualities and many of us have terrible qualities. I know I've got a lot of flaws. But AI forces us to confront what does it mean to be human? Because in a way it's just sort of a copy of us, and what comes out of it is often a copy or a regurgitation and synthesis of many other things that have come before. And sometimes that's good and sometimes that's absolutely terrible.
I definitely am in the perspective of, if people are super against AI, I feel like there is that approach where I don't totally agree with, where people should avoid using AI in order to grow with the human race or whatever. But I definitely don't really see the world where how are you able to be better than AI if you don't integrate it to your workflow, and not only that, but just to even at least know what it's capable of, so that you can know exactly what to improve on to be properly, quote unquote, fighting the growth of AI or whatever. So there's many different perspectives, especially in the artist's world. But I definitely don't see the solution to be, oh, everyone just stop using AI. Everyone say no to AI. I agree to an extent. Don't just use AI to generate a bunch of art to directly just start selling right away in mass production or whatever. But to integrate it in the toolkit to actually accelerate human development, I think is the way to approach it, rather than just completely ignoring it because it's wrong. That's not. There's many ways to actually use it properly, so that it creates more opportunities and more growth.
Like all things, it's very
Paths.
nuanced.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some really entertaining, like entirely AI generated things, but then you go to do those things with, for instance, Veo 3, which I saw like one called 10 Minutes of Absolutely Unhinged AI Slop, and it is pretty funny because it's just insane. Hello, everyone from Strata.
Oh, hello.
And hello, Braden. That's a great question. So Braden's asking if we were to make a Mercury lens, but using polycarbonate for the body and the internals, would it be a lot lighter without changing the glass? I would say it could be lighter. So, chat, is that something you'd like to see, is like a much lighter Mercury lens? I think that would be pretty goated. And Braden, I love seeing all the stuff that you're out there creating all the time. So
Shout out.
we've got to figure out a way to make a lighter Mercury for Braden, because I love Braden's stuff, and if that makes it more possible to see more of Braden's work, I'm in.
Mercury Mini, or Mercury. What would be the name? I'm trying to think of Pluto. But it's not a planet.
What is the moon? Io? There's a little moon. Shout out in the audience if you know. We could call it Andor. Not to be confused with Andor. Io is a moon of Jupiter. Thank you, Brendan.
Moon of Jupiter, right?
And we got Sid
We
with
just
us
have a lot
now.
of. We seem to have a lot of options for good names, so that's.
Yes. We'll call it Braden.
Oh, we just straight up Braden. That's the name. ATLASSCOPE.com.
The Atlas Braden. I would like that.
Awesome.
Well, chat, if you are in the Los Angeles area tomorrow, Wednesday, please come through for the factory tour here at our headquarters in Glendale, California, 10:30 to 1:30. Hope to see you there. If you're not here in LA, start traveling here so that you're here by next Wednesday for our event, the Slow Motion Mercury Rising event with Pixboom, Strata, Tilta, Onyx, Nanlux, maybe the Aperture folk, Los Angeles Studios. Who am I forgetting? Mr. Charlie's.
Mr. Charlie's.
That's going to be yummy. I know I'm forgetting someone.
Strata?
We said Strata.
We said Strata.
We said Strata. Chat, who am I forgetting? Am I forgetting someone? Oh, nailed them. Well, if you want to be a part of this and you're not already part of it, what are you waiting for? Drop into our DMs. Let us know what you want to show.
Get some exposure.
Get some exposure. Drop into the DMs. Let us know what you want to show. And if you got a little bit of budget, we can put you on. Hit us up. We'll see you tomorrow or next Wednesday and Thursday. It's been a great vibe sesh. Dan and Dan, or Hajun as I like to call him.
And remember, you cannot have a rainbow without a little bit of rain.
Remember, knowing is half the battle. Peace out.
If buying isn't owning, piracy isn't theft.
I gotta think about that one. Is that like from the iFixit website?
Yeah. Let us repair our own stuff.
Fix it.
Or, yeah. Are we done? Are we still going?
All right, fade out.
Hey.